So I'm joined by Steven over at Fanatic Perspective, a great YouTube channel. Talks a ton about Texas, and we both enjoy the Dallas Cowboys, which is to say that we both yell about how much the Dallas Cowboys suck. And I can't take it right now, man. Like,
don't get me started with them.
No, it's not just them, right? It's not just them. It's them plus Oklahoma at the same time. Like, I went into the gym on Sunday, and dude saw me, recognized me, say, "Yo, RJ, what's up with your Sooners?" Like, I don't need to. We ain't got to talk about, "Yo, RJ, isn't that your squad getting 49 dropped on their skull by Cleveland?" Wait, what? I'm telling you, I was not okay. And now we got OU Texas, for which, you know, I think like you were expecting both these teams to be undefeated going into this, especially with all the moving and shaking in the schedules. And now Oklahoma 1-2, Texas 2-1. And I gotta tell you, man, I don't feel good about either one of these teams. Like, for real. I don't feel good about either one of these teams. So how are you feeling about this edition of OU Texas, where the Cotton Bowl is going to be a ghost town?
Yeah, it's just a weird time, right? Because everyone has been saying, and I've seen a lot of this, you know, social media and just around town myself, of the vibe for the game is weird. You know, and Oklahoma's unranked for the first time I can remember, and I don't remember the last time you guys were unranked. Was it 2014? When was the last time you guys were unranked?
16.
Okay. Yeah, so it's been a minute.
I thought it was 14-2. I thought it was 14-2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 8-5 year. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it's true, right? Like like you go from, you know, all the expectations. We're both top 10 teams, and we're ranked 9th last week. We get upset by TCU after we have a miracle against Texas Tech, and we're like, okay, we about to get back right. We're gonna be fine. And it's the same sweated out, some of the text messages we had back and forth, right? Like the Texas Tech day, I'm waiting to see my squad play. I'm watching OU Kansas State, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then the following week, we go down. And we'll get to the comments you made after we went down. And that night, Iowa State happens. So here we are. Number 22, Texas versus unranked Oklahoma. So,
bro, I'm on national sports talk radio in the middle of this damn OU meltdown in Ames, and my co-host is like, "Yo, RJ, you seen the score? Yes, I have seen the score. Didn't you tell me that Oklahoma ain't lost in Ames in like 60 years? Isn't that like several lifetimes or something?" Yes. And then on top of that, yes, I had some things to say about Texas Christian beating Texas in Austin. And I said after I made those comments, OU, you got one job. Do not lose this game against Iowa State. It's not fun over here right now, man. And I got to
know.
Like, you took your wife to the game, right?
I did.
Oh, man.
I did. I haven't taken her to a game in years. And that's what they pulled, man. In years.
You embarrassed me in front of my people.
Oh, my gosh, man. I don't know if it's because Tran wasn't there. Tran normally gets heat whenever he does. If he cuts his hair, we lose. If he doesn't come to the game, we lose. So wife comes. We just want to have a nice, we got 11 a.m. kickoff. I'm like, hey, instead of brunch, babe, we're going to hit the game up this week. We're going to go down to Campbell's William Field. And that's what they pull on us. So here we are. We are.
All right. So
let's get to it.
Now that we're here, who do you think is the most important player on both sides of the ball? We'll get to offense and defense, but on both sides of the ball for Texas.
So from a Texas perspective, I would actually say, and this is going to sound, I would say Joseph Osai on defense, because I do think he's going to have an opportunity, whether it's your freshman Antoine Harrison, or if y'all go back to Eric Swinson. I don't know what y'all are going to do at tackle or what y'all been doing, but
man, neither does Bill. Neither does Bill. I'm very upset We'll get to that, but I am very upset because you pinpoint the dude I pinpoint. You know, Joseph is going to eat. Good Lord. On the left side, damn it.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
That's where he naturally lines up, too. Like, you don't even have to flip it up. You just.
No, there's no flip. Mm-mm.
Damn it.
That's an area of opportunity for Texas that they have to hit on, right, in this game. Similar to last year with, the issues we had with our offensive line against y'all's revamped defensive front with Grinch and the stunts y'all threw out there that really messed us up. But from a defensive perspective, I think Joseph Osai, like, that's the kind of the one I'm pinpointing as to, like, all right, big player, big game. Let's go. Let's put some heat on Spencer Rattler, and funnel him where we want him to go. We know Spencer Rattler's dynamic getting outside the pocket, but we want to funnel him and kind of control that. Now, from an offensive perspective, I'm going Sam Ehlinger, okay? And I know you don't think he's a good quarterback, which is the comments you made last week, RJ, were ridiculous, okay? When you look at the fact that, I don't know too many halfbacks that have thrown for 10,000 yards in their college careers or have 108 touchdowns or 3-0 in bowl games. He's going to break the 10,000-yard mark in this game, health willing, of course. I think he's about 206 yards short. But Sam, last year, I don't put that on him. I put that on Herb Hand and the offensive line in regards to the Oklahoma game. But the two Oklahoma games we had in 2018 played very well. And had 4 touchdowns in the Big 12 championship game, had 5 touchdowns in that game. We beat y'all when y'all had Kyler Murray. So he's we go as Sam goes, especially now with Mike Yursich. I do think we'll be able to put some points on the board and be able to run our offense a lot smoother than we did in the TCU game. Now, the big caveat here, before I pass it back to you, is when we have to deal with the Big 12 refs. And that's something that's everybody has to deal with. That's a concern.
That's a both sides issue.
That's everybody.
That's a both sides issue. Like, ain't nobody gonna argue with that. Like, what? No. Everybody's got to deal with the Big 12 refs. All right, so you mentioned Herb Hand, but it clearly seems to me that Tom Herman disagrees with you because he looked like the only dude that man wanted to keep was Herb Hand. So he's still out there coaching the offensive line. But to the point about Sam Ehlinger and being an outstanding tailback, great fullback, redefining what the fullback position is in 2021.